Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot mini episode action. My name is David. Guys, this coming Friday, we're doing a 4TL Presents Pizza in a Movie. I think the last one we did for Pizza in a Movie was also a 4TL Presents. Basically, our channel friend 4TL has been going through a lot of effort lately to find public domain films and upload them to her own archive.org channel. And man, she's found so many great films. I really want to spotlight The Flapper this coming Friday because 4TL actually created her own soundtrack to it using public domain music, which is really, really awesome. I'm very impressed by that. I can't wait to see it with you guys this coming Friday. That being said, we want a triple feature, right? But what other two films should we watch? Well, I asked 4TL for advice, and she gave me a selection of 17 different films to choose from, along with little breakdowns of them as well. So I kind of want to take some time today to decide what we're going to watch, and to that end, I've created a sort of spinning randomized wheel to choose the movies for us. And as we select them, we're going to kind of read about them here on Wikipedia. It might be kind of fun, right? See some really cool artwork here, for instance, on the right. That being said, we are for sure watching The Flapper as our second film of the night. I want to kind of give it some time for people to find their seats and stuff, kind of make it the highlight. And we'll have one film preceding it and one film following it. But this is The Flapper. This is a film that 4TL has seen already because she went through it and added her own damn soundtrack. It says here that The Flapper is a 1920 American silent comedy film starring Olive Thomas. Directed by Alan Crosland, the film was the first in the United States to portray the flapper lifestyle, which became a cultural craze or fad in the 2000s. Through the 1920s. Dude, shout out to the fairies from Humanity Has Declined. They love a fad. They would have been flappers. I don't want to read too much about the plot. Don't read this, guys, because it is a potentially has spoilers. That being said, I want to read about the film a little bit here. The Film Daily gave an overall positive review on May 23rd, 1920, praising the acting of Olive Thomas. Its main criticism was regarding the editing and the conclusion of the film. Writing the story was cleverly written with many amusing situations, but latter reels should be compressed. Isn't that funny that way back in the day, back when film was still relatively new, they were whining about the editing? That's so amusing to me. And yeah, the film is no longer copyrighted, it's now in the public domain. We know that, thanks to 4TL. That being said, now let's kind of read what was this genre. I heard it might be a comedy. It doesn't really list the genre here. I guys want to read a little bit about the plot here, just a little bit. 16-year-old Genevieve Ginger King is living in a very wealthy family in the boring town of Orange Springs, Florida, with her younger siblings, where her unchaperoned decision to drink a soda with a young male is considered scandalous. Because of her questionable behavior and yearning for a more excitable life, Ginger's father decides to send her to a boarding school in Lake Placid, New York. Mrs. Paddle's School for Young Ladies is administered by the strict disciplinarian Mrs. Paddles. That sounds great. I love her name, Mrs. Paddles, because she will paddle you on the bottom. That is so funny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. It's going to be a lot of fun. But what will the first film of the night be that we watch, right, before this movie? Well, to that, I say, let's find out the good old-fashioned way. And by that, I mean through luck and pure chance. We have here The Man Who Laughs, Wings, The Viking, The Smiling Madame, The Golem, Battleship Potemkin, Aelita, Queen of Mars, Faust, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Wild Party, Sherlock Jr., Safety Last, Gold Rush, Untamed, The Love Parade, Sunrise, and The Wind. These are all films that 4TL has done a lot of footwork to find. She has found some very high quality versions for her archive.org channel, and she recommends them especially as a companion to The Flapper. Let's spin to win, guys, and see what we get. Oh, what's it gonna be? It's Stir Strike, y'all. Street Fighter 3. Gold Rush! Wow, Gold Rush. You guys like those little stars? That was really cute. Let's see what we got here for Gold Rush. Gold Rush film. 1925. Ooh, Charles Chaplin. Ooh. I don't know. Is this the one that she's talking about? The Gold Rush? Let's see if I can verify that against her description to me that she posted when first sharing these with me. She says that The Gold Rush is a silent Charlie Chaplin comedy. There you go. So this says here, it's a 1925 silent film, written, produced, and directed by Charlie Chaplin. The film also stars Chaplin in his Little Tramp persona, Georgia Hale, Max Swain, Tom Murray, Henry Bergman, and Malcolm Waite. So, because we've typically avoided silent films on our channel, we haven't seen any Charlie Chaplin. Isn't that interesting? He's a very legendary actor from that era. We have not seen a single film of his, and this will be our first ever watching it. So I'm pretty excited about this. Chaplin drew inspiration from photographs of the Klondike Gold Rush, as well as from the story of the Donner Party, which became a dinner party, when snowbound in the Sierra Nevada were driven to cannibalism, or eating leather from their shoes. Chaplin, who believed tragedies and comedies were not far from each other, decided to combine these stories of deprivation and horror in comedy. He decided that his famous rogue figure should become a gold digger who joins a brave optimist determined to face all the pitfalls associated with the search for gold, such as sickness, hunger, cold, loneliness, or the possibility that he may at any time be attacked by a grizzly. In the film, scenes like Chaplin cooking and dreaming of his shoe, or how his starved friend Big Jim sees him as a chicken, could be seen. Oh, this sounds great. This sounds super funny. Look at directed, written by, produced by, and starring. Wow, what a Superman. That's awesome. The Gold Rush was critically acclaimed upon its release and continues to be one of Chaplin's most celebrated works. Chaplin himself cited it several times as the film for which he most wanted to be remembered. In 1942, Chaplin re-released a version with sound effects, music, and narration. This was in 1942. Which received Academy Award nominations for Best Music Score and Best Sound Recording. In 1958, the film was voted number 2 on the prestigious Brussels 12 list at the 1958 World Expo by a margin of only 5 votes behind Battleship Potemkin, another option for us here. In 1992, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. In 1953, the original 1925 version of the film entered the public domain in the United States because the claimants did not renew his copyright. So this film has been in public domain for a hot minute. The 1942 version, though, it makes you wonder. In any case, let's go ahead and... this is one of the re-releases it says here. I wonder if this must be from like the back of the VHS case or something like that. I wonder what they mean by this. The following is the plot of the 1942 re-release. Are you saying there was added scenes or something? In any case, guys, we're going to be watching The Gold Rush, and then we're going to watch The Flapper after that. But what will our third film be, I wonder? Let's find out together by spinning this damn wheel. Here we go, spin to win. The Smiling Madame Boudet, huh? The Smiling Madame Boudet. She got a boudet on her. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. FourTL's breakdown of it made it sound very, very exciting. The Smiling Madame Boudet. 1922, huh? It's a short French impressionist silent film made in 1923, directed by pioneering avant-garde cinema director Germaine Dulac. It stars Germaine Dermoz, oh, there's 2 Germaines, as Madame Boudet and Alexander Archieri? Sorry, I don't speak any French. As Monsieur Boudet. It's considered by many to be one of the first truly feminist films. It tells the story of an intelligent woman trapped in a loveless marriage. We got 2 comedies, and it sounds like a drama here. That could be a lot of fun. Here's a synopsis. I don't think I want to really read too much of this. I'll read a couple sentences at least. Monsieur Boudet frequently puts an empty revolver to his head and threatens to shoot himself as a practical joke, or to emphasize his frustration. He does this so often that it's no longer a surprise to his wife or friends. One night, Monsieur Boudet gets some theater tickets, but his wife refuses to go with him. While he's gone, Madame Boudet spends some time reflecting on her marriage to a slovenly, unromantic man who does things like lock the lid of her piano when he's upset with her. She puts a bullet into her husband's revolver so he will accidentally kill himself the next time he shoots. Oh, there you go. That's pretty dark stuff. Legacy. La Sorante, Madame Boudet, considered to be by some to be the first feminist film. It has themes of militant feminism, however, predate the 1923 Dulac film, as does Lois Weber's Where Are My Children? Okay. And Margaret Sanger's Birth Control. Birth Control? 1917? Wow. Germaine Dermoz. Is a lady named Germaine? Is a lady named Germaine and a guy named Germaine, or is this also a lady? Oh, we got Dos ladies here, both named Germaine. It's a beautiful name. Germaine Dulac and Germaine Dermoz. That's interesting. Are they the same person? No, they're not. Sorry, I had this highlighted. I saw this, it was underneath this name. So in my mind, I saw them as being the same person. That's funny. I wish this could blow up and be big. But stupid Wikipedia, You can't do it. It's no good. You can't do it. 4TL always finds really high-quality media on Wikipedia, but I can't do it. I always find these little tiny images. So we're going to watch The Gold Rush with Charlie Chaplin. It's going to be a pretty riotous comedy, I think. Followed by The Flapper, which I think is going to be kind of funny, but also a cool look at 1920s culture, because that was such a big trend in that era. It's kind of like one of the things that the 1920s are kind of known for. We're going to end the night, late at night, with it's like maybe a more darker kind of a story called La Sorante, Madame Boudet, or The Smiling Madame Boudet. It's going to be a really cool night, I think. In any case, I will see you guys then. Hope you guys can join us on Friday for a triple feature of films provided by 4TL. Thank you, 4TL, for picking these films, for uploading these films, for finding these films. Make my life really easy. It's going to be a really fun time. They're not films that I might have been exposed to otherwise, not for your influence. So I hope you guys will join me and kind of broaden your horizons, watch some old 1920s films, and I will see you guys there. Peace!